Hello. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and open up the G Pro wireless. The G Pro is wireless Superlight, as I call it, the G Pro Light, or the G Pro Wireless 2. Got my handy dandy knife. Make sure if you're ever using a knife for unboxings, always be very careful, because to people's surprise that this thing is really sharp. Okay, so let's do it. Oh man. Okay, so right off the rip, boxing to me looks the same. I think that there's not really a big difference between the boxing between the other one, and I can get that out. For example, let me actually grab my light here, or my regular wireless here, so you have it for comparison's sake. And now they've made a lot of different changes to this mouse. They've completely made it under 63 grams, which is kind of crazy. I think this one is like 80 grams, 79 grams, somewhere around that height. But here we go, initial unboxing. Really excited for this mouse. There we go. There it is. All right, taking it out of the box, I think, just for comparison's sake. Yeah, you can definitely tell that this is way heavier than this one. I mean, they're the exact same mouse. I mean, if you look on the left side or the right side, it no longer are the left hand side buttons. They still got a little bit of protrude there. This says Superlight in very clear colors. They took away the RGB, and you kind of have a slick, sleek silver G logo. Gone are the RGB buttons. There's usually 3 here. Now there's only 1. My Ghost has black buttons because I customized it that way. This one has white buttons, and you can tell the scroll wheel, I think, is the biggest part. It being white and black versus just black. But other than that, it feels pretty solid. As you can tell, Logitech did put PTFE feet. My biggest qualm was that the G Pro wireless comes with not PTFE feet, but that can be remedied by going out and buying PTFE feet. So go ahead and do that. I recommend that. Video coming soon on how big of a difference that makes. I mean, look at this thing. Spin it for days. Oh, okay. All right. Let's put this to the side here. Let's go ahead and just look at the G Pro Superlight by itself a little bit. Before that, let's get to the rest of the box. So you get to the mouse, obviously. You open it up. You get to the dongle, which is cool. Notice that the dongle does say, I don't know if this is in focus. It's okay if it's not. It does say Pro X, so you get a difference between the two. I think that's it. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. What else do you get? You get the charging cable. Now, my biggest problem with this mouse, and I'm already going to say it right off the rip, you've probably heard it in like a bajillion different reviews, is that micro USB. I mean, Logitech, come on, man. Like, you know, it's 2020. Please stop using micro USBs. I have the Logitech Master Mouse 3 for my productivity mouse, and that's USB-C. So you know Logitech is capable of doing it, but they just don't, which doesn't make any sense. So we're gonna go with that. All right, so what do we get? We get a puck, which is very cool. You can put the puck on the mouse, and it's magnetic, so it's even more of a glide. Get the puck. You get a little bit of, you get a cleaning microfiber cloth. Get some grip tape, which is kind of cool. It is 3M tape, so easily removable and easily be able to put it back on and off. Get a sticker. Get some manuals. There you go. All right, let's go ahead. Okay, let's go and put this all away and just get right to the mouse. I think that's what everyone has come for. Let's do that, shall we? Okay. All this away. This away. This away. Put this away. Okay. Let's go ahead and mess with the mouse here. I'm gonna put these side by sides. Let's go ahead and tape off. You know you like that. You know you like that, YouTube. You know you like that. Okay. So I have the Logitech G840, which is a medium to fast pad. And already I can tell the feet are so much better. I'm going to say this right off the rip, and this is just, these are new feet, so they're not really worn in. Oh my gosh, it's so light. It's just so light. Wow. The one thing I'll notice is super light. It really is super light, really. Mouse blends look about the same. Same size, I would say. I do prefer, just off the rip, like look at that. Dude, it's still spinning. Like off the rip, I really like custom aftermarket PTFE feet. So I'm actually going to change these out. Probably once I get those feet in. I have ordered some. I do recommend Lethal Gaming and Tiger Arc 2 for aftermarket PTFE feet. Let's see if that makes a difference. It does add 2 grams, by the way. The puck, it does add 2 grams. So that's something to watch out for. The glide isn't as nice as my other G Pro. This glide is insane, dude. You can kind of see, but really still a really good glide. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this mouse. It's the exact same mouse as the G Pro Wireless. If you like the G Pro Wireless and you like that shape, this is the mouse for you. No regrets. No second thinking about it. The price tag is $149, and that is hard to swallow in 2020. Not gonna lie. I have the Viper Ultimate Mini, which I got for $30 on Black Friday. And if we're talking about wireless mice right now, I have the Glorious Model O, which is only $79.99. That's a tough pill to swallow, but I will say there's a reason why most pros keep coming back to this mouse. Most pros keep coming back to this mouse. And here's what I'll say about this mouse. The shape, to me, is number one. For some reason, in my hands are, I believe, 18.5 or 19 by 10.5. I don't know. Millimeters, centimeters. I don't know. It's really bad. I'm really bad at this. But I will say, for my hands, there's the hump in the back. I like the big hump in the back. I'm somewhere in between a claw and palm grip. You know, sometimes I'll claw. Sometimes I'll palm, sometimes I'll claw, and sometimes I'll even fingertip. This mouse, I think, to me, is the most solid mouse for all 3 choices. Whether you palm grip it, whether you claw grip it, or whether you fingertip grip it, this mouse is the mouse for you. $149 though, hard pill to swallow. I will say the glide, I would definitely put some aftermarket PTFE feet. Don't get me wrong, very good solid choice. I think it's a step in the right direction in a lot of these makers of mice now, putting 100% PTFE feet on their mouse feet, but nothing can beat, I think, Target Arc / Hyperglides. I mean, look at this. It's still spinning. Look at this. Like, I'll flip it as hard as I can, and that's how it goes. I'm gonna flip this as medium as I can, and like when it stops like that, when it slides like that, and it kind of goes to a stop. You know the feet are really good, but don't get me wrong. I think this is a good mouse. I will say the material feels. I can't remember what the material feels like on the original one, because this is a custom one that I got via colorware. But I will say this is a little sleeker than this one, and I'm hoping. My biggest qualm, I think, for me with the G Pro Wireless is that it does show fingerprints pretty heavily and pretty easily. So if fingerprints and showing fingerprints is a thing that you don't like, I would definitely cop the white one over the black one. But other than that, It's a really nice mouse. Let's get into a sound test here for you guys. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna put my mic right here. There we go. For comparison's sake, here's G Pro Wireless, the original one. It's a little bit lighter in terms of the sound. But yeah, that's the sound test for you guys. 79 grams, 63 grams or less. To me, it depends. Now, I've grown to love this mouse and weight shape. I'm not the biggest fan of super light mice. I had the Cape Town, which is the lightest mouse I own, which I don't, and not necessarily the biggest fan of the weight. But I think part of the problem is the size of that thing. This thing, almost perfect.